I don't know. I think all these big names they're running from me. I spar Wilder like almost 10 years ago when
Yep.
I kicked his ass in sparring. So he'll never accept that fight with me. But if that happened, I would be happy. But I doubt.
It's personal between me and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
So I had a chance. This has been a busy week for me with covering the Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis fight. Obviously, I'm for those that don't know, I am helping out Fight Hype, and we're all posting that same content here on True School Sports. So it's been like double the work, but I still had to take some time to do this interview because this is an interview that I really wanted to do, and I did it while I was in the media room at the MGM Grand. I took some time to talk to one of my, I would call him a friend of the sport, my brother, as he stated in an interview, my brother in Christ, my main man, 50 grand, the most ducked and avoided heavyweight in the world, the former bronze medalist in the IBF Mandatory challenger, Filip Hrgovic. I had a chance to speak to him. It was a great interview, but what I will tell you guys is that his picture and his audio wasn't the best, so you'll kind of hear him in and out, so my apologies for that. There's nothing we could do about that, but you'll get to hear the gist of what we said, and it was a great interview. So shout out to Filip Hrgovic. Make sure you guys support him because he's a guy that wants to fight the best. He's a guy that, through no fault of his own, he's from a small country in Croatia. He oftentimes gets overlooked by the media and the boxing establishment. So we try to shine a light on him here on True School Sports so that he can get the opportunity that, every other fighter should get in boxing. That every other fighter should get, as far as having their shot at glory, as having their shot to become champion. And he's not mandatory challenger, so sooner or later, whether it's Usyk, Fury, whoever it is, the walls will close in, and they will have to answer and see if they can knock off El Animo, Filip Hrgovic. Anyway, here's the interview. Enjoy it. All right, Brennan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Croatia's very own, the IBF Mandatory challenger, Filip Hrgovic. Good to have you on, Filip.
Hey man, what's up? How are you?
I can't complain, man. It's great. It's always great talking to you. I know right now you're a hot name in boxing because of the whole Zhang fight. I know you've already spoken about it, but I'll ask you here. What did you make of the Zhang Joe Joyce fight?
You saw everything, man.
Yeah.
Zhang destroyed him. So I knew that Joe is gonna have problems with Zhang, and I knew that Zhang is good fighter, but honestly I didn't expect that he will destroy him like what he did. So he proved that he's the real deal, and I'm glad because of the haters after my last fight against him. They were all talking a lot of shit, and now he proved that he's a real deal, and he beat the Joyce. Joyce was considered like top 5 heavyweight.
Yeah.
And me beating Zhang, now it's much bigger than it was.
No, absolutely. I remember like when I would go to see you at Mundo Boxing Gym, like in the months after the Zhang fight, you were like very frustrated with how people had started speaking about you. So I know it had to kind of feel good to see that happen to Joyce because of Zhang.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy because of Joe Joyce lost. Joe is a nice guy. I don't have nothing against him, but I'm just happy that my fight became much bigger. And like I said, Zhang proved that he's really good fighter. And I beat him on my worst night after my dad passed away. So that's the proof that I'm a fucking real deal, man.
That you are, man. I've been trying to tell them for a while. They don't want to listen, so they'll have to find out as time goes on. But
Zhang is a great fighter. He's very smart and he's powerful and he has fast hands for a big guy. So his hard fight and he has great chin. So his hard fight for anyone, man.
Yeah. You've been in there with like some big punchers, like not just Zhang in the ring, but like even in sparring. Like I know you sparred Klitschko, Dubois, Wilder. You fought Joe Joyce in the amateurs. How does Zhang's power compare to some of those guys that you sparred and fought with?
Look, all these guys, what you mentioned, and Zhang as well, they never rocked me. I was never dizzy in the fight. So Joe Joyce was considered that he has a iron chin, and Zhang rocked him few times in the fight, and he never did that to me. So imagine what kind of chin I have.
Yeah.
So I have good chin, and I had a lot of sparrings and a lot of fights, and no one ever, like rocked me. So that's good.
Yeah. Okay. I was talking to your trainer yesterday, Ronnie Shield. I actually saw him here in Las Vegas yesterday, and
Really?
yeah, I asked him about you, and he said some good things. He said that it doesn't matter if it's Fury or if it's Usyk, that Filip Hrgovic will be champion of the world. How do you feel about those fights? Right, like I know I've asked you a lot about Usyk, but what about Fury? Like, how do you feel you match up with Tyson Fury?
I feel that I can beat anyone on my best night. If I put my best performance, that I can beat anyone. So Tyson Fury as well, and but we'll see in the future. But at least I can give anyone a tough fight. So, but my belief is that I can beat anyone, and I want to be world champion. So we'll see. But
Okay.
that's how I feel.
Okay. You mentioned a lot of people talk about like your punching power. What do you feel like makes Filip Hrgovic a special fighter? Like, what separates you from the other guys? Because a lot of people kind of overlook you. They overlook the qualities you have in you in the heavyweight division. But what do you feel makes you different than the rest of the heavyweights?
Because I coming from small country, you know, eyes are always on the Americans and British guys and Mexicans. No one care about Croatians. So that's the fact. So they always push these big nationalities.
Okay.
Uh, but like you saw in the gym, and you know my qualities,
Yep.
and I know my qualities. So I think uh, fighter is dangerous when he's complete. So when he has a power and speed and technique, and when he has ring IQ, and when he has a lot of experience, so that makes a dangerous fighter. So I think that in all like in all parts of game, I'm high. So I have good power, I have good speed, I have good footwork, I have good chin, I have big amateur experience. So I think I have all the qualities, and maybe uh, each of them it's not like 10 out of the 10, but they're all
Yeah. You're
like,
like really well. You're a very well-rounded, well-balanced fighter.
yeah, that's what I want to say. I think I have good abilities in all parts of the game. So I think that make me dangerous for anyone. I can throw a lot of punches, and I have good power, and I have good chin, good footwork, and a lot of good qualities. So I
Okay.
think that make me dangerous for anyone.
Okay. I know I've seen some of your other interviews, like you talked about fighting Anthony Joshua, and I know that's a fight that's been discussed, but I actually wanted to ask you about What about maybe, because I haven't heard of him having anything signed yet. There's only been rumors. What do you think about him? What do you think about fighting like a Deontay Wilder? Because you guys have history. He's a big puncher. He's a former champion. Do you feel like that's a fight that maybe you could make happen, or your promoter, I should say?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think all these big names they're running from me. I spar Wilder like almost 10 years ago when
Yep.
I kicked his ass in sparring. So he'll never accept that fight with me. But if that happened, I would be happy. But I doubt.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm trying to figure out, man. Like I know they say like the excuse I always hear is there's not a lot of money in fighting Filip Hrgovic, but you're the IBF mandatory. So what do you think it's gonna take? Like, do you feel like maybe your promoters might have to start overpaying some of these guys to get you in the ring?
I think I have like very hard, route to very hard way, much harder than I coming from, big country. But I'm gonna make name for myself step by step. So I beat Zhang. Now he beat Joyce. So God will never forgive me. God will give me the chance to make name for myself. So when I get the opportunity, I'll show my qualities, and step by step, I'll become a bigger name, and I'll become interesting for anyone. But I
No.
believe that I'll beat anyone who they put in front of me. And I'm only 30 years old. I have like 10 more years.
Yeah.
And I feel like that it's gonna be very hard for me, but I'm gonna make it.
Yeah. I mean, you said after the fight when I was messaging you, you said I'm the beast. I'm a fucking animal. Do you feel like all the other heavyweights see you as a fucking animal?
I don't care. Important is how I see myself, and they all know. Everyone who I spar with, and everyone who saw me in the gym, they know. They should know. And my time is coming, and my best years are yet to come.
No, absolutely. I know you're a big boxing fan because me and you have spoke before about like heavyweights and stuff. I wanted to ask you about who are your favorite heavyweights? Like who are your favorite heavyweights in history?
My favorite heavyweight is
Yeah,
Lennox Lewis,
yeah. Why him? Why Lennox?
because I think he's the most complete fighter in history of heavyweight.
Do you see any similarities between yourself and Lennox Lewis, like your style and his style?
Of course, we are almost the same size and same weight, and I think we have a lot of in common. But I think he's the best heavyweight ever, and I like him. I like I like. Look, let me show you something.
What happened?
1 second.
Okay, all right.
I don't know how to turn my camera, but I'm in my gym now. So
What are you gonna show me? Oh,
you see,
you got a mural. Yeah, you got what is that? Holyfield, Floyd Patterson,
yeah.
Tyson,
Joe Louis,
Joe
Jack
Lewis.
Johnson,
Wow, that's at your house.
Jack Dempsey. So a lot of heavyweights that I like. So here you see.
I know you're a big Riddick Bowe fan too, because I know we spoke about.
Holmes. What you said?
I said I know you're a big Riddick Bowe fan because I know me and you spoke about Riddick Bowe
Look
before.
this. Look this.
Larry Holmes, right? Larry Holmes.
Riddick Bowe.
Oh, that is Bowe. Yeah, that is Bowe. Sonny Liston. Okay.
Okay.
Is that at your house?
Look
Oh,
this.
Muhammad Ali. Okay,
This Larry Holmes.
that's pretty cool. Lennox Lewis. Okay,
So that's in my gym.
okay, that's pretty cool. I like it. I like it.
Do you know what's this?
Let me see. Nah, what is that?
10 Commandments. God, Ten
Woo!
Commandments.
That's right.
Do you know what is this?
Let's see. The Bible.
Holy Bible.
The Bible.
So
Yeah, I know.
I have all the abilities and I have God on my side. So who can go against me?
That's it. The word says, "If God is for us, who could be against us?" So I'm with it. I agree with you, man.
I know you're follower of Jesus Christ.
Yep.
So
Try to be.
I respect you, and you're my brother in Christ. And thank you for your support during all these years. I know you believe me since beginning.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. I've always seen a fighter. From the first time I learned about you, I've always seen a fighter that I think could be heavyweight champion. So, keep up the great work.
Yeah. How's the atmosphere on the?
It's good right now. Actually, I'm in the media room. Like to my left, you got Bernard Hopkins is over here being interviewed by a bunch of people. Andre Ward is over there somewhere. It's a lot of fun.
You happy to be there?
I am. I'm over the moon. Extremely happy. Joyful.
Yeah. Great fight, man.
What do you think about the fight, Tank and Ryan? How do you see that fight?
I think Tank will win.
Yeah, knockout or decision?
Knockout.
Why do you feel he's gonna knock Ryan out? What do you see in Ryan that makes you think Tank's gonna knock him out?
I think Ryan raised his chin too much when he's punching.
Yeah, and you can't make those mistakes against Tank because Tank is very dangerous with both hands. The right hand, the left hand.
And I don't think Ryan. Just general opinion. How they look. Everything is on Gervonta's side. Like
The catch weight.
yeah, like everything together, and mentally, I think he's stronger. Technically, he's big puncher. He's better better catch weight. I don't know. I feel like Gervonta will win, but let's see.
We'll see. Yeah,
What do you think?
I actually got Ryan. I got Ryan by decision.
Really?
Yeah, I got Ryan by decision because I feel like Tank. Even though. Philip, can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay, yeah. I was saying Tank is a very slow starter, so I feel like if he starts slow, when he starts slow at Ryan, because I think he's gonna start slow. When he starts slow at Ryan, he's gonna put himself down like 4 or 5 rounds, and then he's gonna have to commit to Ryan. And then Ryan is very tall, so I feel like Ryan's gonna be able to keep him on the outside and counterpunch him. He might hurt him, but I don't think he's gonna stop him. So I'm gonna go with Ryan by a decision. That's what I think.
Good.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. I think the key punch for him is the right hand, because he's fighting a southpaw. So, when you're fighting a southpaw, the right hand's always the punch that is a southpaw killer because, it's like you got each fighter's power hand is like lined up with each other. So if he gets that going, then that's going to set up the left hook.
Yeah. And, yeah. How many pay-per-views they going to sell?
I would say 400,000 maybe 500,000.
Not more?
No, I don't think it's going to be more than that. I hope so, but I don't think it'll be more.
Yeah, that's not so much.
It's pretty expensive, you know. Here in America, it's the pay-per-view is like I think $85, so it's a lot.
Yeah.
We'll still see how it goes. But Filip, I don't want to hold you up much longer because I know it's late over there in Croatia. Do you have any final message to the boxing world you want to give before we end the interview?
The message is stick to the true school sports.
Stick to true school sports.
Watch the true school sports.
There
They're the best in the game.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Filip. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
God bless. We'll talk.
Have fun and speak soon.
We'll speak soon. God bless.
Bye bye.
All right. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.